Focus. Change your mindset. It seems straightforward, but with all the adversity that you can face in life and all the distractions, it could be challenging. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to Legacy Talk. Today we want to talk about being focused. And not just being focused, aligning your mindset. That could be challenging because there's so many things that happen in this life that distract us. Things that take us off course. Things that cause us to take our minds off what we were originally focused on doing. So a good way to realign yourself when you're trying to get focused, when you're trying to keep your mind on what's important to you, the goal is to realign yourself with what you're doing it for. Like when you're trying to be focused, you're trying to change your mindset. For one, you have to figure out what is your mindset in this current time. So to do that, you have to really think about like what are you focused on in this current time? Like what are your goals? Like what was your original goals and what were you trying to do? And once you do that, you figure out, okay, so what am I doing now to get there? Like what is my current focus? And when you realize the mindset that you have in this current moment is not something that's conducive to you getting to where you're trying to go, you have to realign yourself. And sometimes this is very difficult because we're so caught up in what we want to do. We're so caught up in this life. We're so caught up in the things that keep us in bondage. Like it's easy to get caught up in just the things that just give us instant gratification, instead of things that can set us up for the long run. And when you're in those things, you don't really realize that how detrimental it is to where you're trying to go. But it really takes self-assessment. You really have to assess where you are in life and who you are. But you also have to think about who you want to be. Like, who do I want to be in the future? Like, who do I want to be? Where do I see myself? You got to envision it. You got to really see you really have to envision who you see yourself being. And once you envision that, that's when you have to adjust your mindset. You have to adjust where you're trying to go. So if my mindset is just day to day, I need to make money, that may not be enough to reach my goals. They may not be what I need my mindset to be. Like, if my ultimate goal is to be more than just having money, if I want to be fulfilled in all areas of my life, like I have to make money, and I also have to work out to be in shape, and I also have to read and educate myself in different areas. So I'm just well equipped, and I have a vast amount of information in all areas that I can benefit from. If I'm knowledgeable about investments, if I'm knowledgeable about IT, if I'm knowledgeable about other verticals that I may try to pursue in businesses, like that's something that's going to help me, not just making money. Because if you just put yourself in a category of just getting money, you're missing out on all these other areas. So if that's my current mindset and my ultimate goal is to reach more than that, I have to readjust my mindset and I have to align myself. But in order to do that, I have to be focused. But in order to focus, you have to know what you're focused on. And you have to realize if what you were focused on, if you lost that focus. So sometimes we create goals and we're doing them, and if they're long-term goals, we lose sight of what the long-term goal is, or we fail to set objectives. And objectives to me is just milestones that we have to hit periodically within the goal. So if I set a yearly goal, I should set objectives within that yearly goal. So 3-month objective, 6-month, 9-month, or every month. But those objectives are things that I need to hit that pull me closer to hitting the ultimate goal. And that's very important, having those things, because that keeps you focused. Because even though your ultimate goal is something you're focused on, but when you set objectives, you're focused on those objectives, which in turn keeps you focused on the ultimate goal. And that's all a part of changing your mindset. You go from a mindset of being unfulfilled to a mindset of fulfillment. You go from a mindset of being unproductive to a mindset that's conducive to getting where you're trying to go. And that's vital. That's definitely vital. So yeah, you definitely want to revisit whatever your goal is. And in some cases, you may have to create new goals. Or you may have to modify your goal. And your goal could be in any area of your life. Your goal could be personal, relationship. It can be financial. It can be for your health. You may want to get your physique together. You may want to, you may want a nicer body. We're getting closer to the spring, and then the summer, you may want to modify that. Your goal can be, you want better relationships. You want a better relationship with God, better relationship with your family. If you have kids, better relationship with your kids. You may want to educate yourself. You may want to be more of an intellectual, whatever that is. It's up to you. But whatever it is, you have to focus on it. Independent if it's short term or long term, you may have to adjust your mindset over time, because we're human. We fall off course. But it's a good practice to assess yourself and reassess where you're at in life. No matter how old you are, you can be young, you can be older. You should always have things that you're doing that challenge you. And if you have that and you're challenging yourself, you're continually having something that you're setting for you to do that you have to focus on. And in the course of you being focused on those things, you may fall off course. And if you fall off course, your mindset changes. So you may have to change your mindset and realign yourself often in life. So it's a good practice to be able to know how to do it successfully. Because it's all for the betterment of you, to make you a better person. That's what I believe. Because you're either getting better or you're getting worse. You're never staying the same. And you can live a life to be distracted or entertained, or you can live a fulfilled life. A fully fulfilled life. Not a half fulfilled life, fully, where you feel like you reach your full potential in every area, and you're not just sitting watching people live. And it's whatever you want to do. Everyone doesn't want to set the world on fire. But I'm sure it's something that everyone wants to do. Some people may just want to read a book every month. Some people may just want to start exercise. Some people may want to just go to their kids' games and be more active in their life, whatever it is. Some people may want to save 10 grand, 100 grand, or touch $1 million. But whatever it is you want to do, you have to focus. And you have to know how to focus. And you have to know how, when you lose focus, how to realign yourself and change your mindset back to where it needs to be. The most important thing of all this is you have to be committed to the process. You have to be 100% committed. That means you don't stop when things don't go your way. That means when things are not looking favorable, you don't stop. You just stop, reassess, realign, focus, And if your mindset isn't conducive to where you're trying to go, change it. And be open to change. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's very important. If you want to be who you see yourself, who you envision yourself being, you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Comfortable with whoever you were last year, you don't know that person this year because you changed so much. That's what it should be, but it should be changed for the better. It shouldn't just be changed just to change. It should be changed for the better. I don't dare to be different just to be different. I dare to be different because I'm becoming a better me. That's what this is about. I'm becoming a better me. And I'm here to help others while I'm on my journey to becoming a better me. I've inspired many people along my life, and I'm going to continue inspiring people, but ultimately, I've learned how to focus. And when I lose focus because I get distracted with life or things happen or adversity or trials, I refocus and I assess my mindset. And if it doesn't align, it's not conducive to where I'm trying to go, I have to change it. And an important part of changing your mindset is you got to pay attention to what you're consuming. Like, what are you feeding yourself? Like, what are you feeding yourself daily? Not food. Like, what do you allow to come into your mind? What do you allow yourself to see and hear? You know, I believe it's a saying that they say that you're the average of the 5 people that you can communicate with the most. I firmly believe that you're an average of that. So you want to surround yourself with people that mean you well, but also that motivate you. They don't just tell you yes all the time, but people who actually motivate you, that want you to do better, but people that you admire. And you want to surround yourself with people that you can inspire, you can help, but you want to have a well-rounded circle because, like the saying says, you're the average of the 5 people that you around, that you give your time the most. So you look at the 5 people that you're around and you ask yourself, do I want to be the average of these people? So, I thank everybody for their time, for tuning in. This is Legacy Talk. Like I always say, we don't just be, we be intentional. So every day, be intentional. Be the change you want to see. Reach out and pull somebody up because everybody needs somebody. But be that person that inspires others, but not the person that judges someone without righteous judgment. If you're going to judge, make sure you're edifying your brother and your sister. So be the best you, and till next time, let's talk about it. Legacy Talk. Subscribe, share, like. Thank you.